Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
And welcome back into the Meadowview Marriott Conference and Resort Center for NAIA The Show, Game 30 of the three-day event. It'll be the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs taking on the Cumberland Phoenix. The Bulldogs playing out of the Appalachian Athletic Conference, a preseason pick to finish 10th in that conference. They're led by first-year head coach Randy Casey. Cumberland Phoenix, members of the Mid-South Conference. They're under the second season of the interim head coach, Eric Evans. And they play what's featured the ranked number one, the strength of schedule as far as this year for the Phoenix. Gary Justice will be bringing the action here. Caitlin Bone, as we're starting to wrap things up, Caitlin and I will be bringing you all the action here of the Cumberland Phoenix and Tennessee Wesleyan as we wrap up the NAIA The Show. We appreciate you guys tuning in on the Southeast Sports Network. Phoenix come in winners of 3 straight. They picked up an 88-78 victory yesterday over the Reinhardt Eagles out of the AAC. Tennessee Wesleyan dropped an 88-62 decision to Georgetown yesterday. Both these teams want to play in the mid-80s as far as pace is concerned. Corrado and Wallace with the tip. Phoenix will control. Andre has the basketball up top over to Wallace. Basketball swung to the left side. Gets all the way to the bucket to finish at the rim. No good. It's rejected by Corrado, the 6'9" freshman from Spain. Gets all the way to the bucket, shot, no, a pass to the corner, knocked out of bounds. That's Robinson with the tip. Robinson had 10 steals yesterday in that win over Reinhardt. Swinging in and never done. Young has the basketball up top. On the right side. Man-to-man defense here by the Phoenix. They'll switch everything up top. Shot clock's running down, 1 on the clock, and that'll be a shot clock violation and be a turnover. And the Bulldogs will get possession. Demarius Boyd will trigger the basketball in bounds here for the Phoenix. He had 25.6 rebounds yesterday in that win. Contra has the basketball, swinger to Wallace. Backdoor alley-oop. Goes out of bounds. Young has the basketball here for the Bulldogs. Reed has it up top here for the Tennessee Wesleyan. over to Hurst. He had a big game yesterday for the Bulldogs. Had 24. Oh, the bucket blocked at the rim. Shots up, rattles out, comes out, battle for it. Shot clock doesn't reset. The shot is no good. It was a second consecutive shot clock bail. Try that one more time. The second consecutive shot clock violation charge to Tennessee Wesleyan. Condra will bring the basketball up the floor here for the Phoenix, working against Young. Condra behind the back dribble, gets all the way to the bucket. The pass to the baseline, shots up, shots good. Wallace with the first bucket of the ball game. Reed has it over on the right wing. Man-to-man defense from the Phoenix will double him at the ball's on the floor. Multiple players on the floor. The Phoenix come away with it. Condra will have it. He'll bring it to the floor. Swing on the right side. He gets all the way to the bucket. Shots up, and he's blocked. Anglin got all the way to the bucket, but he's blocked, and it's going to be a jump ball. And the possession will go back over to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. A slow start here for both teams so far, filling each other out. Swing it up top. Neverton has the basketball. Shots up, shots good. And we're tied at 2. Condra has the basketball. Works off a Wallace screen. He'll clear out. Anglin has the basketball for the Phoenix. Ball becomes very stagnant right now. Boyd has it. 12 on the clock. Gets all the way to the bucket. Shots up, shot, rattles around, comes out. Young has the basketball. Knocked out of bounds. 24 on the shot clock. The man, the myth, and legend, Matt Keevy.
How we doing?
God, man, how you doing?
4 minutes gone, right? We're just coming over just in time.
Awesome. Oh, the pass over the left wing. He'll swing. Young has the basketball. Step to the paint. Tries to finish at the rim with the left hand. Unable to do so. Nice job by Anglin to come away with the defensive rebound. Go this way. So we've got these two teams here. Matt, I know you just come over from floor A to floor B. Haven't had any chance of whatsoever doing any type of pregame on these guys. But it's one of those situations. Both of these teams will play in about the low 80s. All these guys, Phoenix coming off of 3 straight wins. Tennessee Wesleyan dropped a decision. Yes, you probably saw did play Georgetown yesterday, Tennessee Wesleyan.
I did see Tennessee Wesleyan. It's a good team. Ty Hurst is one of my favorite players here in this tournament, wearing number 30 in black.
Anglin has the basketball on the right side. Deep 3, shots up, shots good, makes it 5-2. Wesleyan right now still trying to figure out this Cumberland Phoenix defense. They've had a couple of shot clock violations already. Phoenix done a good job of extending that defense, making things hard here on the Wesleyan Bulldogs. We have moving screen called on the Bulldogs.
I'll just ask you, whose computer is this?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's Gabe's computer.
Okay, I'm gonna go on it then.
Hey. 5-2, 16 minutes. We're on a running clock here in the first half. Condra has the basketball, gets all the way to the bucket, looking for somebody to pass to, finds Wallace. Now Wallace moved. Anglin have the basketball. Boyd out of the corner, shots up, shot rattles around, comes out. Defensive rebound comes off to the Bulldogs. They're going to run. All the way to the bucket, unable to do so. Anglin to Wallace. Boyd, nice job, all the way to the bucket. Finished on the right side, unable to do so. The ball will come out of bounds. Never done. Has the basketball. Shots up out of the corner, no good. Wallace will come away with the defensive rebound. A quick pace for not a lot of points.
5 minutes gone, only 5-2. I mean, they are really using their defensive guard. Both these teams really want to put defense first.
And all the way to the rim, nice take. He's challenged at the rim. Bardo will be called for the foul. Wallace will have a couple shots here.
Whoa. Not very often do you see a free throw airballed, but that's what happened for Wallace.
Have a second attempt, shots up, a rattles run, comes out. Reed will come away with the defensive rebound. They're going to push. Jones has checked in for the Bulldogs. He'll bring it up. He'll hand it over to Runyon.
Keyshawn Robinson's going to step up. He's going to make it difficult for any point man to kind of get by, and he's really good at switching as well.
Hurst has the basketball up top. They'll attack the paint all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish, unable to do so. Reed with the offensive rebound with a second attempt. Count the bucket. He'll go to one, try to finish to the old-fashioned three-point play.
Jay Reed stands at 6'5", and he showed every inch of it there, going up to grab the rebound and then having the physicality and awareness to know that where the defenders were to bounce back into him and draw that foul.
That's a crafty player. He knows contact's going to come. Anticipate that contact and make your adjustment. And he completes that three-point play, 5-5. Both these teams finally got on the scoreboard after playing a little bit over 5 minutes.
This is going to be a low-scoring game.
England shot deep out of the corner, no good. Reed will have the basketball for the Bulldogs. He's going to push. All the way to the bucket, able to finish. The shot's up, he's fouled.
Keyshawn Robinson was the one coming back to try and knock that one away. The problem was he let his body get too much in the way, and that gives an easy two shots here for Hardwick, who is pretty good at the line. Free throw shooter, 20% average on the year. Maybe not as good as I anticipated.
The stroke looks good there, just rattles around, comes out. He'll have one more. This club went 10 of 19 from the free throw line yesterday. Makes his second, the first point of the afternoon for Hardwick. Condra will have the basketball, working up the floor. Did a nice job getting to the paint, looking for an open shooter. There it is. Condra with the three-point bucket.
Beautiful shot from Conger, but it was a start from Keyshawn Robinson in the corner to realize he was at the top and had an open look.
Basketball up top, 18 on the shot clock. Going to feed Reed. Hurst has the basketball in the left wing, and he's going to be fouled. A sign of sportsmanship there as Robinson was rotating defensively and ran into Hurst.
Before the game, Ty Hurst yesterday received the Courage Award, which is equivalent to a sportsmanship award here at the NAIA. You can see why with a play like that. After getting fouled, he helps the man up.
14 points, 9 rebounds in that loss to Georgetown yesterday. Had an opportunity to talk to Coach Randy Casey at halftime of the previous game here at the show. He certainly talked about he likes his roster, he likes his guys. Reed has the basketball. Hurst all the way to the bucket. He finishes from the left side.
They left him over in the corner. They almost basically forgot about him. When he cut back in, nobody was around. Nice play to dish it and find an open man for the easy lay-in.
Conger has the basketball. Trying to get to the bucket. They don't stop him all the way to the bucket. Tough finish for Conger.
Now we're going to go on a run here. You're going to see the game and offenses start to pick up here. Both teams have kind of settled in to realize what each other are trying to do on the defensive side of the ball.
Runyon has the basketball over to Reed. Shots up, rattles around, comes out, battle for it. Runyon three-point shot from the left wing is good.
It happens because of Hardwick's ability to go and get to his own board. Ty Hurst was down there as well, but found the open look with Jay Reed. That's a clean shot.
I've noticed the Bulldogs are really crashing this offensive glass right now, Matt.
They are really good at that. Tennessee Wesleyan, known for their physical play down below the basket, and we're seeing that put to the test here.
Basketball knocked away from England out of bounds, but the Phoenix will retain possession. Now a couple of subs each way. Abner will check in for the Phoenix. Callahan will check in for the Bulldogs. 17 on the clock.
We've seen this a couple times this tournament. Ty Runyon drew blood from it, got hit, and so he has to go out with the blood. If anything's on the floor, they'll have to clean it up, but it's immediate timeout, and you have to go and take care of it.
Allow Rashawn Hampton to check in for the Bulldogs. Shot all the way to the rim, no good. Defensive rebound, Hurst will have it for the Bulldogs. He's going to push. Picks up his dribble. Zone defense, no, man-to-man.
There's a man-to-man look, but it's also a little bit of a modified zone. If there needs to be a help man, they've had it.
Shot out of the corner, shot up, shot good. That's Hampton who just checked in with the bucket.
The redshirt freshman.
Contra has the basketball on the top on the left side. Picks his dribble up, got a cutter. Boyd shot out of the baseline up and good. He had 23 yesterday, 25, excuse me. He's got his first deuce of the afternoon.
A couple moments ago when it was 5-5 with 13 minutes left in the half.
It's all the way to the bucket. Reed with a pump fake. He's blocked at the rim. Hurst from the top, shots up, shots good. Ty Hurst with a three-point bucket.
I thought his foot was on the line. I think that should have been a 2, but he's going to get rewarded with the 3.
Hey, he's a heck of a guy. Why not? Callahan will guard Conger up top. Over to Wallace. Pass is too high for Wallace. A little miscommunication. Looked like it was a lazy pass and a lazy effort after going for that pass to Will, Matt.
Yeah, you got to be able to adjust accordingly when you see that ball moving around, especially when you're on offense. You know what you're running, so if you can get in your position, you need to be there.
And they took that point off the scoreboard. It is a 2-point bucket for Tyler.
So they changed it on the way back.
Reed all the way to the bucket. Finishes with the left hand. Give him 5.
Reed, so good. The Birmingham, Alabama native.
Bulldogs over the Phoenix right now by 6.
Leads scorers in this game with 5.
Wallace did a nice job of posting his defender, and he's fouled. Hard to be called for the hold. Shot out of the corner, rattles around, comes out. Wallace was pushed. That was Hampton who was trying to box him out. Wallace is such a physical specimen on the inside. He's hard to box out.
Very hard, and that's where you see the foul from the smaller Rashawn Hampton. But what I want to point out is Nick Beretti had a wide open look. It is not very often that Tennessee Wesleyan leaves an open man in the corner like that. Missed the shot, but if that's going to be there, you're going to see Beretti really heat up.
Beretti has the basketball in that one corner once again. Picks his dribble up, back at the Boyd. Got 15 on the clock. Wallace will set him a screen. He'll go to the right. Jumper rattles around, comes out. Hampton goes for the defensive rebound. He'll battle for it. Beretti did a nice job of battling there. Off of Bulldogs player's hands, out of bounds. Young and Runyon will return for the Bulldogs. Hampton and Hurst will check out. Coach Casey immediately had 2 subs check back in. I don't think he really liked the effort after the defensive rebound.
One thing I love about Coach Casey is he's so actively engaged in the game, moving around. When something happens, he'll turn around with the speed of a cheetah and tell his players to go in.
Conger has the basketball on the right wing over to Abner. Beretti has the basketball on the left, 13 on the clock. Nice job of Conger, get all the way to the paint, finds Boyd. He finishes at the rim. Young with a foul, count the bucket, and Boyd will shoot a shot.
Good job by Boyd. He really wanted to go hard at the rim. He did so by going up with contact coming. Ability to finish is huge here. If you can develop those extra points, that's free money, essentially, at the charity stripe.
Demarius Boyd's got 4. He'll have a chance to make it 5. Boyd shots up, rattles around, comes out. Jones with an athletic defensive rebound here for the Wesleyan Bulldogs. Young has the basketball behind the back dribble, picks up his dribble, finds Jones, tries to finish. Peretti will deny him. Over to Boyd, he'll run, finds Wallace, alley-oop, shots up, rattles around. Boyd, offensive rebound to finish, and he'll shoot another free throw.
Wow, what a job here by Demarius Boyd. He has been all over the floor, especially on the offensive end. There was a nice chance for a lob there, but the finish wasn't there. But that is why you stay around the hoop, because offensively, if you can get there, grab a board and put it back up, there's a good chance you're going to get fouled on the way back up with all the traffic down below the net. That's what happened here, a chance to make it a one-point game.
Reed and Hurst return for the Bulldogs. Young and Jones will check out. Boyd's free throw misses. Reed to come off with the offensive rebound. Defensive rebound. Runyon will bring things across here for the Bulldogs. They'll double the passer. Basketball on the right wing. He's bumped. We'll get Abner on the bump. They reverse that basketball to Callahan on that right side. Abner got a little too close, a little too physical on the bump, on the defensive pressure.
Yeah, he was just trying to make a play and ended up just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Bringing the basketball up top, swings over to Callahan. Hurst will weave action up top. They're switching everything defensively. Hurst will pick it up. Reed has it. 18-foot jumper, rattles around, comes out, running, offensive rebound, shots up, shots good.
Again, that's why you stay around the basket. You got to crash to the boards, and doing that helped out.
We're ready to Abner, who misses the layup. They're going to push. Callahan put down a couple of dribbles. Reed has it. Gets to the baseline. Nice job of Wallace to seal him off. Callahan will swing it back over to Runyon. Got 18 on the clock. Abner extending the defensive pressure on Runyon. Wallace with the switch, the shot, all the way to the bucket. Runyon with a finish and goes into the stanchion.
I can't believe he was able to finish that, and he's back up and running down to play defense.
22-16, Bulldogs over the Phoenix. Boyd has it on the right side.
Oh, look, now Runyon has 7.
Peretti out of the corner. You talk about on the right side. He finds the left side. Gets the 3 ball to go, 22-19.
Can't leave him open. He is a great shooter from 3. When he has the ball, he's shooting almost 20%.
Reed has the basketball on the left side. Feed Hurst. Abner's going to come double. He spins right into the double team. They're going to call Abner with the push.
He was coming over to help on Hurst. Okay, we saw this earlier in a game here on floor B. That's a cylinder foul, which you don't see that call a whole lot. Rare to see it twice in one day, but now I personally have. But that was a cylinder foul where he came to help on the double team, and he didn't allow Hurst to have that movement to get back, and because of that, you're basically putting him in a cylinder.
Hampton checked in for Callahan. Got 15 on clock. Hurst back over to Runyon. Ready will deny him up top. Feeds Reed on the baseline. He spins, and he's going to call for steps. Nice job there. The defensive pressure, they're doubling everything in the post right now.
Immediately, once that ball comes down, they want to collapse on you. This is a man-to-man that turns into a little bit of a modified zone. Once you bring that ball down low, get it by the hoop, they know they don't have the height advantage right now in certain matchups. So when that ball is down low with somebody like a Hurst or some other players for Tennessee Wesleyan, they want to take it away.
Conger gets all the way to the bucket, unable to finish with the right hand. Hampton has the basketball. Got to stop the basketball. Brings it back out to run the offense now. Hurst has up top. Going to call up play 3. Reed will have the basketball. Hampton from the left side, front of the rim. Defensive rebound, but Wallace goes high above the rim. Boyd has it on the left side. Spin moves, tries to finish on the right side, unable to do so, and Reed's going to be called for the bump.
Reed and Coach Casey don't necessarily agree with it. Maybe a little bit of a quick whistle on the foul.
Be his second. And Boyd will go to the line for 2. He's 0 for 1. I thought he was 0 for 2 from the free throw line myself. But the stat sheet says 0 for 1. It makes it 0 for 2. You have one more opportunity.
You got to finish here when you have these shots. And you know it's going to be a low-scoring, close game. These free throws matter.
Makes the second one. It makes it a 22-20 ball game. Hampton over to Reed. Has the basketball at the top. 22 on the clock. Hurts out of the corner. Shots up. Rattles around. Comes out. Offensive rebound to Tennessee Wesleyan. Reed, he's stripped on the spin move.
Did you notice on that one that they saw Hurst in the corner and they made sure to keep somebody on him so he couldn't have that open look to drive baseline and lay it in? That is what the defense is going to have to do for the Phoenix here. When Hurst gets that ball, he's really good at moving around the floor and kind of going unnoticed.
Hampton has the basketball, 5 on the clock. Tricky dribbles, fadeaway jumper from the rim. Wallace will come away with the deflection. Conroe has the basketball, guarded by Runyon. Boyd, 3-point shot up, 3-point shot from the rim. Hampton, one-man fast break, 1-on-3.
That's almost a reach in there. Got to be careful there if you're Brunetti.
First up top, Reed's going to set him the screen if he wants it. First pick of his dribble up. Hampton out of the left corner, 15 on the clock. Everything's two-man game right now for the Wesleyan Bulldogs. Runyon, pass is picked off. Wallace and Beretti, 2-on-1. He gets all the way to the bucket, unable to finish. Beretti's blocked at the rim, but Hampton's going to be called for the hack.
Yeah, he went up there, kind of really had no choice with when that ball came down. The foul was going to happen no matter what, so he made sure it didn't go in.
Wallace will go to the line to shoot 2. I'm sorry, it's Beretti will shoot 2.
Chance to tie it up here.
This is his first trip. That's the 5th team foul on the Phoenix. Check that, so the 9th team foul on the Bulldogs. Callahan will return to the lineup. Neverton also will return. Couple of dribbles, shots up, shots good. Splits the free throw, 22-21.
Just a 1-point game now. You got to work if you're Tennessee Wesleyan a little bit.
Hurst all the way to the bucket, didn't stop him, able to finish through the contact.
If you need a bucket, usually you're going to go to Hurst there.
Boyd has the basketball, 5:40 to play here in the first half, 24-21 Bulldogs. Good ball game. To close out the show, Abner out of the corner, shots up, shots good, and we're tied.
Abner is shooting 33% from the field, and that's a three-pointer that just is incredible stuff for him.
Callahan lost the basketball, and they're going to call Boyd with a hold. That'll be his first personal. It'll be the 6th team foul. So the Bulldogs will inbound the basketball from the left side. 20 on the clock. Callahan will handle the duties. Reed has the basketball, 15. Lavorna will set him a screen. He'll roll to the bucket, spin move, and he's going to be fouled. Right now, it looks like to me, Matt, the Phoenix defense is not for sure what they're going to do on the two-man game. They're running a slip screen sometimes, they're running a solid screen. A little defensive confusion there.
Yeah, they're just trying to settle back in a situation like that where Conger was trying to step up. I'm going to say that was created here by Tennessee Wesleyan, and Lavorne, who has been so good at getting down into the post, uses his size, and there's not much Conger can do there to get around that and avoid the foul.
Lavorne will have one more. He makes both of those. The Bulldogs goes back up by 2 at 26-24. Now they're going to pick up full court. A little man-to-man, a little token man-to-man pressure. Brady has the basketball up top. Conger will come get it. 20 on the clock. Callahan will guard him. Over to Beretti. Boyd has the basketball all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish through pressure, and he's going to be fouled. And if this is on Reed, this could be key. It is on Reed. This will be his 3rd foul.
He's going to have to be careful here. 4:46 left to go in the first half of play in a 2-point game. I'm surprised we haven't seen a sub get up for Coach Casey.
Boyd 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He's got 7 points so far. Had a team high 25 yesterday. Makes the first. The Phoenix teams come in 3-6. They've won 3 straight, including an 88-78 victory over Reinhardt yesterday. Boyd 2 of 4, 3 of 5, give him 9, and we're tied at 26. Hurst has the basketball, being guarded by Beretti.
Coach Casey left Jay Reed in the game with 3 fouls.
Reed has it up top. Everton has the basketball over to Callahan on the right side. 10 on the clock. One-man game right now, and Everton has the basketball. He got away with a push, step back, 3 shots up, rattles around, comes out, goes over the backboard. And it'll be white basketball. White basketball is looking to see if it's going to be out of bounds or a push. He just hit out of bounds.
Yeah, I like that. Kind of a no call in a sense like this, but I like that they're letting the kind of game flow. The officials have done a great job all tournament, and I expect nothing less than the last game here of the tournament.
Yeah, the Bulldogs offensive make the basketball getting kind of one-sided here. The basketball is being dribbled. The air is being dribbled out of the basketball now, the Bulldogs. Conger has the basketball. The floater's up. Rattles around, comes out. Hurst comes off the defensive rebound. He's going to push. They'll advance via the pass. Reed. Everton has the basketball in the left corner, back over to Hurst. 20 on the clock. Peretti will pressure Hurst. He gets to the bucket looking for the shooter. He finds him. Callahan out of the corner, side of the rim. Conger and Hurst one-on-one. He gets all the way to the bucket, unable to finish.
Wow. Yeah, Hurst is going to get called for the foul here. It's a tick-tacky call. Conger was going up. He didn't impede his shot. The shot was going to miss anyway. And I think the whistle was blown because of the miss and not necessarily because of the type of contact it was. If that had gone in, I don't think you see a foul.
Conger is his first trip to the line. He'll miss the first one.
And some would say if you're the Tennessee Wesleyan, the ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. They'll have one more. Phoenix 4 of 10 from the free throw line so far. They'll make the second one. He'll put the Phoenix up by 1, 27-26. Hurst has the basketball. He's been running the offense for the last few possessions. Reed has it. Hurst will have it on the right wing. He's tied up at the top of the key.
That is a great job here by Keith Wallace. He forced Hurst to pick up the dribble and then made sure to keep his hand on the ball and force the jump ball call.
And that's going to be a key possession there because now with the possession arrow, the Phoenix get the basketball back and have an opportunity to add to their lead here in the first half. The Bulldogs scoreless in their last 146. Made 1 of the last 7 attempts from the field. Conger over to Boyd. Abner from the left side. Rattles around, comes out. Callahan high above the rim for the rebound over the Reed. Finds Hurst, tries to finish. Unable to do so, gets the offensive rebound. Played through contact. They're going to call Abner with a bump. That'll be his third.
I want to point out down at the other end, no white jerseys went to go and get that offensive rebound, and that gave an open opportunity for a Tennessee Wesleyan team that likes to go on quick transition and a run to find Hurst down low. Luckily, he was able to get his own rebound and put it back up to draw the foul.
Hurst's first trip to the free throw line this afternoon. He'll make the first one.
.71% shooter from the line.
Cooper Abner will check in, replacing Riggs Abner. And Hurst will make both of those, and they regain the lead at 28-27. The Phoenix have struggled from the field in their last 6 shots as well, 1 for their last 6. Alley-oop, Conger, Wallace, slam.
Nice job there. Communication is key. And when Wallace went up and saw the opening, they got it right to him.
LeBourne over to Hurst as the Phoenix regain the lead 29-28. Hurst back over to Reed, who rolls. You're going to get Abner on this one. That'll be Cooper Abner, the freshman from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. His first, team's 9th. He's going to send Reed to the free throw line for 2 shots. He's 1 for 1 this afternoon. The Bulldogs 6 of 7 from the free throw line. That's something Coach Casey said they had to get better at as far as a team. They come in today 60% as a team, makes them 7 of 8. He mentioned yesterday 10 of 19 from free throw line. Now several of those were on the front end of a 1-and-1 as well.
And those are the ones that you really want more so than anything, because you get that extra basket. And again, I said it earlier, it's free points.
Tied at 29 as he splits the free throw. Peretti has the basketball. Pulls up, good looking jumper, rattles around, comes out. Hurst, defensive rebound. Now he's going to push. Reed has it on the left side, behind the back. Never done out of the corner. Rattles around, comes out. Bounces around. Lavorne will come away with the offensive rebound. Another possession here for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Offensive rebounds. Tennessee Wesleyan has 11 offensive rebounds today.
A lot of extra possessions here for the Bulldogs in this first half.
Compared to Cumberland's 3.
Pass to Reed, tries to finish through traffic. He's able to do so. Give him 8 points in the first half. And the Bulldogs regain the lead at 31-29.
He's doing everything right on the floor. When he goes down low, he's going up with intention.
And playing with 3 fouls here in the first half.
We were kind of surprised that they kept him in.
Ready out of the left side. Reed will battle for the defensive rebound. Almost like he's played better since he's picked up his 3rd foul.
You know, and he could be very well because he's aware that he has the 3 fouls, has to be smart with what he's doing, so he's not doing maybe as wild as he once was.
Callahan out of the corner, he misses. Conger back over to Boyd. Closing on a minute to play here in the first half. Abner has the basketball, tries to finish with left hand. He does. Cooper Abner. 31-31, under a minute to play here in the first half. The final contest of the NAIA, the show here in Kingsport. Hurst has the basketball. Pull-up jumper, shots up, shots good. Give Hurst 10 points here in the first half. They regain the lead 33-31.
We just set up with sign language an interview at halftime with Coach French, the creator of the show.
Love it. Boyd has the basketball on the wing over to Conger. Wallace for the second time here in the first half. Conger to Wallace.
Wow, what a slam there. And that is twice the same pairing, just getting it up in the air, knowing that your 6'5" redshirt freshman is going to slam it down.
A little leftover stuffing in the refrigerator. Hurst has the basketball, gets all the way to the buck, unable to finish. Abner coming away with a defensive rebound, and he's fouled by Reed. That's going to be a key. That's his 4th personal foul.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting for
on a play
at
the end of the first half. He's been playing so well, so he's picked up a 3rd foul. Now Coach Casey's going to leave him out there. I believe I'd be pulling him out.
Well, 8 seconds left. I think he knows to hold back here, get to half.
So Abner will have 1 in the bone. No, it'll be two shots. That's his 10th team foul. Makes the first. Cooper Abner will have 1 more. He's 1-of-1 for the free throw line. He'll have another opportunity. He's got 2 rebounds here in limited action already. Give him 2 points, 2 rebounds.
There's the sub.
Hardick will check in, Reed will check out. So the Phoenix go back and forth action here. It's a slow start to the first half here, Matt, but it's closed out to be a good one here so far.
Yeah, can't ask for much better. Oh, there's a quick turnover.
Beretti has the basketball, pump fake, shots up, and the rattles run comes out. Hurst will come with the defensive rebound. Now close things out here in the first half as the Phoenix and the Bulldogs are battling here, and the Phoenix will take a 35-33 lead to halftime. Let's take a short break. We'll come back. We have the founder of the show, Ken French, for an interview.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. You're looking live inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. We're at halftime. The Cumberland Phoenix leading the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs 35-33 at halftime. When Matt and I have an opportunity to interview the founder of the show, Coach Ken French. Coach, the 10th annual of the show. This is the last game of 30 teams, 30 games is a lot. What's your thoughts?
It's a lot. Outside of how we played, I was kind of disappointed in how my team played. But phenomenal event, just like it always has been. I think it keeps getting bigger and better. And I want to give a shout out to you guys. I think you guys have added to it. The streaming this year has been the best it's ever been in the 10 years. And there's been a lot of quality games. And you get to see a lot of not just quality programs, but top-notch coaches and some premier teams in NCAA basketball this weekend. I'm exhausted. I know you guys are tired. You guys have called every game, and it's one of those things where you're like, man, we're crazy for doing this. But then when it's all said and done, you get a chance to reflect on it. What an awesome weekend.
It'd be almost like we're ready to go again next weekend,
yes,
right, Coach?
That's right.
Everything feels so good about this tournament, and I got a chance to talk to a lot of the coaches before the game, and every single one of them, I asked this question of, have you guys been here before? Is it your first time? A couple teams are here for the first time.
Yeah.
A lot of repeats are here, but everyone has said, this is the perfect tournament for exposure and a chance to show what we have, and that's what has happened this year especially. All these games have all been competitive. There's been a couple runs that have been, you look at the scoreboard and you're like, oh, it was a blowout, but if you watch the game, it was down to the wire.
I think there's a lot of teams that were here that are established and they know who they are right now. And then you've got a group of us who are still working to find our identity as a team. But every team that was here, they played hard. Every team that was here, competed and worked on what they need to work on. It'll be interesting to see how some of these teams progress throughout the season as they get into conference play, because we haven't played a conference game yet.
Right.
But then you look, there's some other leagues like the Appalachian, they've already played like 4 or 5, it's crazy. But I think it's great because I'm a voter. I'm on a selection committee. We had other voters here, numerous voters. We all got to put eyes on some really, really good teams. And I'm not being disrespectful to anybody else, but, me personally, I thought Georgetown, Northwestern, and Freed were, by far the 3 best teams here. And there's some others close. Don't get me wrong.
No, absolutely.
But those 3 they're top 5 teams in the country.
There's an argument that they should move up, especially after this. You could argue that Georgetown should be the number 1 team in the country.
Maybe I'm telling on myself and stuff, but the last top 25 poll, they had 1 vote for being number 1 in the country. That was me. I'm not changing my vote after this weekend. So, I think it's important. But you look, University of Cumberland, they're a very good basketball team. They went 0-2 this weekend. But that 0-2, they learned a lot about their team. Coach Daniel does a phenomenal job. But you know what? Everybody got to see they're still a really good team, even though they went 0-2. They played 2 really good teams.
Right.
And Coach, we've seen some great individual performances. Like you had J.J. Vaughn with 7 threes. Dalen Dean come the game after they had 8 made threes. Bradley Bunch for the U-Pike Bears just had 30 points and 10 rebounds. We also seen some great games. You mentioned, you talked about the Cumberlands. Matt and I had the call of the Cumberlands and Ave Maria 105-103 regulation game as well. Yeah. And the game before that, we had the IU Kokomo Campbellsville 61-59 ball game where Campbellsville hit a big shot. Then Kokomo immediately responds there. This lived up to the billing, Coach.
I appreciate that, and that's what it's about. You're going to have your handful of games that maybe are the outlier, and it ends up, you look at the score and it looks like a blowout or whatever. But, for the most part, most of the games were competitive. It's really interesting that we didn't have like an overtime or double overtime game or anything like that, because we've had that in the past. And usually the way that works, it's the first game Saturday morning, and then the whole schedule gets messed up. But
the longest day of the show, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, we're gonna tweak some things, and I've already talked to some of the women's coaches on their side and everything. I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Next year it's going to be men only. We've got a waiting list on the men's side, and it's been harder and harder to get women's teams to participate in it. But because we have such a great response of teams that want to come here on the men's side, we're going to do men only next year, and the Saturday probably won't be as long as what it was this year, because we're only going to have 20 to 24 teams, and you know, everybody can get out of here a little bit earlier and go eat dinner in Kingsport and visit Kingsport, right? Pun intended. And you know, just have a shorter night on Saturday and still play 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Can I make one request? Can I get 15 minutes in between games? That's my one request, Coach.
And that's the other thing that we're looking at. If we do that, if we went 20 men's teams, okay, I don't think it's going to take away from the event at all. No. But I think if you go 20 men's teams, 2 hours, but game times and stuff, you can do media time out. We can still add to what we're doing. Right. You know.
Hey, Coach, something I've had opportunities like Matt. I've had an opportunity to talk to several different coaches throughout this week, and had a great interview with Coach Chris Briggs from Georgetown today. And he really talked, and several coaches have replicated this same statement, that they love this event because you're playing top quality teams and you're playing back-to-back days that replicates a national tournament field.
Absolutely. You get to see how your kids do with a one-day preparation and not really having a shoot around or a practice, or you're limited in what you're able to do in preparation for that next game, and it does replicate that, and it gives you an opportunity to test your kids, to test your coaching staff on a quick turnaround, and you know, on paper as the director, if everybody went 1-1, that would be the perfect showcase. But it doesn't happen every year. Some teams go 0-2, some teams go 2-0. But I'll be honest, you find out a lot about your team while you're here this weekend.
The coaches that I've talked to, they talked about magnifying areas of needs. I don't want to say deficiencies anymore. Magnifies areas of needs. When you play better teams, those areas of needs are magnified even more. And it makes your kids, even though as coaches, you're telling these guys, hey, we need to be working on this. And you play these top quality competitions, that gets magnified real quick.
Well, ours got magnified today. So I agree with that 100%. You know, it's one of those things where, hey, whether it's transition D or on the ball D, or, you know, especially this weekend, there was so many big, skilled big men that played in the show, that you find out how you are going against a really good big, and maybe you got to make adjustments and that kind of thing. But there's a lot of areas that, you know, you get tested on, and you know, you guys noticed this, I'm sure. How many styles of play did you see?
So many.
And everybody's successful in doing what they do. Yes. There's a lot of different ways to do this and play this game and be successful.
The one thing I want to add, I want to steal all these questions here, Matt. I'm sorry. I love having the founder here, and I love that having this. This has been a great event. We've seen style of plays on paper that come in, people trying to average a lot of points per ball game. When Matt and I had the IU Kokomo, when they had a Campbellsville ball game yesterday, both those teams won play in the 80s. As a 61-59 ball game, they had to make a transition within the ball game. Matt called out on the play-by-play, and he talked about how these teams were valuing each and every possession, just again like a national tournament field.
And that's what happens when you have good matchups. Every possession becomes important. And you know, sometimes in the non-conference part of your schedule, you don't get tested like that, but you will here.
That's
and you'll either get exposed, you know, or you figure it out and your guys respond to it. There's a lot of teams that have used this as a springboard to the rest of their season throughout the years, and I think there'll be a couple of teams. And when I say that, you could have gone 0-2, and you can correct things, and your kids got to see other teams play, and you get to point out, hey, look at their culture, look how they do things, look how they, and it helps because everybody you got to see here, well-coached teams and guys that played hard.
Did you have, you've been around the both floors the entire day, every day. You haven't really left this area, and then you had your own games, everything. Have you had a favorite game that you got to sit back and watch?
You know, not really. Our game against Union, obviously, we were playing in it. I thought that was a good game. But there's been so many good games. And, you know, you see people, it's funny because you'll see people sit back here in the back by the wall and where they can watch both courts. You know, and you see, hey, there's 2 minutes left. This is a 4-point game. They watch over here, and then they look over there, and hey, we're under a minute to play, and the score's tied or whatever. You know, so it's interesting. You can see a lot of final results at the buzzer, and see that's another thing is how people handle situations.
Right. You
know, down 3 or down up 4. Do you foul the fouler? Play scenario and that kind of thing. You get to see all that. And you get to if you're a basketball junkie, it's just like the old NAIA tournament. You can come here and watch a lot of games, and you can see a lot of good basketball.
I also want to make one more compliment, man. This is my last one.
I got one more for you.
I want to compliment on the officiating. I thought they've done an excellent job all weekend long. Great job communicating with the coaches and the players. A very professional crew all weekend long, Coach.
They did a good job. Bo Borowski is our supervisor of officials for the River States Conference, and he gets all the officials for this event, and I thought they did a good job. It's not easy. And most of the crews did 4 games. They did like 1, then 2 yesterday and 1 today. Some did 1 yesterday, 2 today, whatever it may have been. But they doubled up too and got a lot out of this. And I think, as an official, the better the teams are, the easier it is to call the game.
I heard some rumblings. I'm going to transition a little bit from basketball, but could we see you potentially helping create this event for another sport like volleyball? I heard some rumblings that with the volleyball team helping out today. Is there a chance we see the show volleyball version?
Yeah, there could be. We kind of connected the dots today, and let's just say that's in the works. I won't have anything to do with it, but I will be the one who made the connection, so it could happen. Yeah.
I was talking to Walt. We said if there's anything that you will have involvement with is if they need some help, I would imagine your players will step up and be a part of that.
It's a good. We have a great relationship with our women's volleyball team and our men's volleyball team. We have men's volleyball. This is the first year we've had it at Oakland City, but our men's program gets along with them, and our coaches' staffs work together, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
Sure. And trying to create a great student-athlete environment and support one another.
Well, Coach, you do a great job here. This is my first opportunity to be involved in this. This is something I will remember for a long time, and hopefully I'll be able to come back.
Oh, I hope you guys are back next year, and we don't have any internet issues in the first day and a half. But that for 10 years that hasn't changed. It's kind of been an ongoing saga with us. But hopefully it'll all get ironed out. Obviously it did. I think the rest of the day yesterday and today's have gone smoothly. So I hope you guys are back, and we look forward to being here for the 11th year next year. And I think it'll be even better than what it was this year.
Appreciate you, Coach. Coach Ken French of the Oakland City Mighty Oaks, and also the co-founder of the show. And as we're on about a minute here, what's your impressions of the first half here, Coach?
Both teams are playing hard. It's the last game. Weird things always happen in the last game. You know what I mean?
Every time.
And you got a 35-33 game, but both teams are playing hard. And I haven't seen the stats. I don't know. Both teams look like they turned it over a little bit. Maybe didn't shoot it as well as what they wanted to. But they're playing hard. And if you watch these two teams, I think they're both trying to find their identity of who they are. And I think that leads to the turnovers and the missed shots. But the most impressive thing for Cumberland and Tennessee Wesleyan, they play hard. And if you just do that, you give yourself a chance.
I think you got a career in this if you want to go and be an analyst after you're done with your coaching career, Coach.
This is not my first rodeo. You know how it is.
I say we can add one more thing to your duties here at the show, Coach.
I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, Coach. Safe travel going back to Oakland City as well.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming up here, Coach. Appreciate it.
Coach,
everything you did for us here, it's been a pleasure.
Hey, he does such a great job here. 35-33 at half. Real quick, as far as team statistically, in that first half, the Bulldogs go 12 of 33 from the floor, 2 of 9 from deep. The Phoenix go 12 of 30 from the floor, 4 of 11 from deep.
You're getting right on the bus when this game's over.
As far as turnovers, the Wesleyan Bulldogs turn over 8 times, and the Phoenix turnover 2 times in that first half. Individually, Boyd led the way for the Phoenix with 9 in that first half. Hurst led the way for the Bulldogs with 10 in the first half. So, Matt, what do these teams got to do here to come out victorious?
I don't even think I need to add anything here from what Coach added.
Yeah.
But, just keep playing your game. I think limiting the turnovers, finding better shots. Like Hurst's challenge there. If he can get out of that, it's a better opportunity, and then you get a clean one down low like that.
Easy bucket there, so we're tied at 35, and the Bulldogs will come out, and they will full-court man-to-man press as Coach Ken French leaves the interview booth, and he's picking up basketballs and putting them in the bag. I mean, he does it all around here, folks. Wallace over Robinson over to Conger. Boyd up top. He's guarded by Neverton. Down to Wallace. He's got 10 on the clock. Little double on the post. Shot up his little force. Reed will come away with it. Interesting that Reed starting the second half with 4 fouls.
I noticed that right away when we saw his number turn.
Shots up, rattles around, comes out. Neverton on the miss. But top from the left side, he misses once again.
Reed's got 8 points. He's the second leading scorer for Tennessee Wesleyan, too.
And then Conger scored.
There's a prime example of playing with 4 fouls. Anybody else probably would have been able to step up there and challenge that shot. He had to stay back and kind of give up on it.
I mean, he couldn't even fake like he was going to contest. Neverton has the basketball, looking for Reed on the post. Knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Conger knocked it out, 15 on the clock. Looks like Hampton's going to check in for the Bulldogs. I think Coach French said it best there too, Matt. These teams are truly trying to find each other. Yeah. Different rotations, different substitutions so far.
Yeah, I'm serious. If he's not busy next year,
man,
we're pulling him in the booth for a game.
Oh, man.
He's got a career in this. You can tell all that experience that Coach has is certainly knowledgeable, and everything that he's able to do. I think that volleyball is going to happen.
It'll be a huge success, too. Hurst hit the fadeaway jumper to tie things at 37. Closing on 18 minutes of play here in the second half. Conger stops, pops, rattles run, comes out. Hurst made his presence known here early so far in the second half for the Bulldogs. He'll bring the basketball down the left side. He's guarded by Robinson on the left wing. Reed will have it with 20. Robinson able to get the steal. Conger will feed. Anglin, he'll try to finish at the rim. He does. Up and in. Anglin will have 5 on the afternoon, and the Phoenix will regain the lead, 9-7.
Good job there on the transition. They got the ball on the defensive end, quickly got it up, and found Anglin to get a nice, easy lay-in, and that's all you can ask for if you're Cumberland and the Phoenix.
First has the basketball with 15. Man-to-man defense. It's all the way to the bucket. Shots up. Shots good. Hurst with 14.
He is one of the best players for this Wesleyan team, and that's why he leads all scorers with 14.
He's a vocal leader out there as well. He's guarding Conger up top. Boyd has the basketball with 13. Gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish. Hampton with the high. Count the bucket for Demarius Boyd.
Great job there to drive, force a foul, and head to the line for an and one. Finishing the shot there is an important note because that can be difficult when you have a body in your face trying to disrupt your motion, and did a great job there of not allowing it to disrupt it and get the bucket, now an and one.
3 of 5 on the line, make that 3 of 6. Reed will come away with the defensive rebound. 7 of 14 from the free throw line for the Phoenix this afternoon. Young has the basketball up top, feeds Hurst. Looking for the open man as Hampton in the right corner. A drive, tries to finish with left hand, unable to do so. Battle for the offensive rebound. Reed will come away with it. He'll go to the line shooting 2 shots.
Good job there for Cumberland to try and adjust. You got an early foul there, but the Phoenix are trying to get back into the paint. They're trying to put as many bodies down there as possible because they're noticing that Wesleyan wants to get inside. They want to go deep, post up, try and get easy lay-ins. So they're having to adjust and bring bodies in. When you bring bodies in, that's a lot of traffic, makes it very difficult to not foul, essentially.
You talked about getting to the bucket there, Matt. Statistically, the Bulldogs went 4 of 26 yesterday from 3. They're 2 of 10 today. Maybe Coach Casey's like, hey, we're going to scrap the three-point shot, try to get to the bucket as many times as we can.
Right on cue, Ken French talking about the adjustments that you have to make over a course of one day, and you realize you're shooting poorly from beyond the arc. Maybe it's the height of the roof. Maybe you're just not used to the arena that you're in today. But I can tell you what, no arena is going to affect your inside shot.
Hurst all the way to the bucket. He tries to finish, unable to do so. Reed with the offensive rebound. It'll be a jump ball situation.
Talk about the roof here, Gary, because I don't know if you're into it, but you ever watch Sports Science?
Yeah, I do.
So they did a test where it was when Michigan State and North Carolina were playing on the Battleship outdoors, and they tested to see what effect does the roof and the height of the roof have. They found out there's actually very good evidence to prove that the height of the roof, wow, what a slam there, an easy one for Wallace. They found out the height of the roof actually has a major impact on your perception. So playing in a place like the Carrier Dome up in Syracuse or playing in a venue like this where the roof is low is going to affect your perception when you're shooting a three like this.
Hampton now the corner up and good. That's the third made three for the Bulldogs here. Afternoon is 43-42. Phoenix over the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Trap him at the corner. And we're going to have a hold.
I think it went over the out of bounds line. So
okay,
no jump ball. So he's pointing at the line there.
Okay.
It's a weird vantage point for us where we're at, but came over immediately, said it was out of bounds. It was Hurst tying it up, but good job to kind of trap in that corner.
Conger to Wallace for the third time today on the alley-oop. That's his fourth slam today.
You always save your best for last, I guess.
Reed will attack. He answers. Give him double figures. The second Bulldog double figures.
Doing it with 4 fouls as well.
England has a basketball on the right side. Robinson will come away with it. 20 on the clock. He'll find Boyd. He'll rise from the left side. Up and good. Demarius Boyd's got 14. That's his first three-point make. 48-44, 15-7 to play in this ballgame. Listening back to the station. You're watching the show on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport. You're watching the show here. It's 48-44, Phoenix over the Bulldogs. And Matt, right now the Phoenix playing pretty well offensively.
They're doing really well. 5 of their last 6 shots have gone in, and it was courtesy of Demarius Boyd hitting a wide open 3. And he had a stroke that was something you'd look out of a sports movie with how good it was up at a beautiful arc to get in. You can't take much better of a shot.
You hear basketball players, that's a pure jump shot. And nice and pure on that jump shot. Hampton got the basketball inside, shots up. Corrado unable to get to go. Wallace goes high above the rim. He's played for all day long. Conger over to England. He's going to attack, gets all the way to the bucket. Shots up, no good. Hampton's going to be called for the bump. And the thing with England, I've seen this the last 3 possession times he had the basketball. He's finding Reed, number 4, and going right at him and making somebody else come over and try to guard him.
Yeah, it's intentional. They know that Reed is on the board and the second key for the offense behind Hurst. So if you can knock him out with his 4 fouls, why wouldn't you?
Callahan will return. Hampton would check out. Coach Casey doing a little coaching on the sideline when Hampton coming out of the floor. Second free throw will go, and that makes it a 50-44 lead. That's the largest lead of the day here for the Phoenix. He'll swing inside. Nice roll to the bucket. He'll finish at the rim. Give him 2. Lead 4.
Good job to get down low. They're using their bigs with Hurst and Guerrero, who are big down low.
It's always the bucket. Guerrero tried to block that one. Conger did a nice job of using the rim, get to the right side with the finish.
He was going to go up and then realized the block was coming, so he adjusted in air and went underneath to get the easy lay-in.
Runyon has the basketball at top. Wallace will switch on him. Gets to the bucket, tries to finish. Wallace with a 2-hand block. Tell you what, this young man Wallace is only a freshman as well.
It stands at 6'5", a big freshman playing important minutes here with a couple minutes gone, over 5 minutes now gone here in the second half. He's doing a really good job to adjust to Wesleyan's offensive attack.
Hurst has the basketball on the right wing, 13 on the clock. Conger will check him.
What a pass.
Callahan tries to finish. That's Remy does.
How did that go in?
Count the bucket. Foul will be on Wallace, and Callahan will have an opportunity to finish the old-fashioned three-point play. They call it the Naismith way with the free throw.
I don't know how that actually went in. It was a crazy off-balance shot, and it just hit the side of the rim. I was going to bring up a moment ago how the rims have been kind of tight on both floors today. I don't know if that's been the case over here on floor A, but on floor B, it has been, you got to be a good shooter to make a shot, and that one somehow found its way through the twine.
Hurst with the offensive rebound over the Runyon. He'll reset the clock to 20. Down to 12 now. Hurst has the basketball driving to the bucket. The runner shots up, rattles around, comes out. Boyd with the defensive rebound. Conger has the basketball on the left. Use a Wallace screen behind the back. Pass. And he's a little bit of contact at the rim. He's blocked. And then the block comes off of Wallace's hands out of bounds. It'll be Bulldogs basketball. Corrado with a block. Nice job of 22 going up. Not sure how tall he is. 6'9", freshman, playing defense without fouling.
That's a good job there to make the adjustment, get up, be straight up,
Callahan
get the offense back.
Over to Reed, over to Hurts on the left side. Over to Runyon up top. Anglin will guard him. Corrado guarded by Boyd up top. Reed has it with 8 on the clock. Ball on the floor. Reed has to be careful. It'll be a jump ball. The Bulldogs would retain possession. The reason I say you got to be careful there, sometimes you start grabbing for that basketball, you can grab a wrist real quick.
Yeah, it's an easy way to get that foul. So I saw him dive to the floor, and I said in my head, I was like, why are you going on the floor? Be careful here.
Callahan will inbound the basketball.
What
a pass inside, and it's knocked away. Boyd will come away with it. It's all the way to the bucket. He'll finish as Reed lets him goes by, and Boyd will finish at the bucket, give him 16 on the afternoon, and the lead is 6 for the Phoenix. Reed over to Callahan. He'll swing back to Hurts. The pass was knocked away. 15 on the clock. Being guarded by Anglin up top. Gets out with the bucket. The floater rattles around, comes out off Wallace's hand, out of bounds. Bulldogs retain possession with 8 on the clock.
I wanted to point this out because Tennessee Wesleyan has 10 turnovers and Cumberland has 7 points off those 10 turnovers.
Here's another one. Conger will get all the way to the bucket, tries to score. Callahan's going to be called for the hack. I'll send Conger to the line to shoot 2. Callahan's first. Interesting stat there. 10 turnovers, only 7 points off turnovers. You got to capitalize more when you get an opportunity.
Absolutely, and when you only have the 2 turnovers that Cumberland has, it's again a chance to get that lead and maintain it. And they've done a good job of scoring because, of course, you could have 10 turnovers and not have any points. So getting 7 is pretty good, but you want to have as many as possible there because more often than not, those are going to be fast break chances. You're going to have numbers. You're going to have the ability to go on a quick run late, and you don't need a 3. You can go and drive to the basket, draw foul, just like what we had here with Conger.
Interesting, too. We talked about the adjustments here between first half and second half. These teams combined for 23-point attempts in the first half. Here in the second half, combined, they've shot 3.
And that's the adjustment you make at halftime. You realize you're not hitting from 3, or when you are, it's few and far between. So you put the game inside the arc.
Running's got the basketball, gets all the way to the bucket. The floater up, rattles around, comes out. Wallace will come away with the defensive rebound.
Prime example of that, the points in the paint, 26 for Cumberland, 22 for Tennessee.
Conger gets all the way to the bucket, finishes with the left hand. Conger is starting to take things over. It's a 10-point lead for the Phoenix. They're starting to roll right now, Matt.
They roll in like a steamroller on a track. This is the exact offense that you want when you have that transition. That's how you get out to a 10-point lead with 12 minutes left in the game.
We'll send it back to the station watching the show on the Southeast Sports Network.
Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. You're looking inside the Middle View Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Game 30 of the show. Right now, Matt, the Cumberland Phoenix offense starting to roll a little bit. Up 10, 58-48.
They've been really good. They're currently on a 6-0 run in the last minute and 51 seconds. They're 6 of their last 7. They haven't shot from 3, but they're 1 for 4 in their last 4 attempts. And Tennessee Wesleyan is scoreless in that same amount of time. They've only made 1 of their last 4 attempts from the floor.
The Phoenix defense have done a good job of adjusting to the Bulldogs offense. They seem, every time they get a bucket, it seems like it's an and one. It's a forced and one, kind of a miraculous shot going in. So they're really a prime example here. They're extending their offense 35 feet away from the basket. Young has the basketball at top, guarded by England up top, 15 on the clock. He'll beat his defender, gets the bucket. Hurst has the basketball at top, three-point shot. Rattles around, comes out. Reed will battle for it. Wallace will battle for it.
Who's that on?
And it's going to be on number 2. Everybody was holding their breath. Their Hardwick will be called for the foul. I know Casey was holding his breath. He's like, oh, my goodness.
Jay Reed had his hands up
like,
saying, it was not me.
I promise you. I promise you. That'll be the 4th team foul. Conger has the basketball. It's all the bucket. The floater's up and good. He's starting to take over. Conger gives the Phoenix a 12-point lead.
He's got 14 on the day, just behind the leading scorer Boyd.
Callahan, Hardwick off the left corner. Nice shot. 3-point make.
Here's that in-game adjustment. The last 2 possessions, they've tried to start the offense with the 3. Hurst missed one, and that one is hit by Hardwick.
Just clicked under 11 minutes to play. England shots up, rattles around, comes off. Wallace with the offensive rebound. He's looking to slam, and that will be the 5th foul on Jay Reed as Wallace looked to go for his 5th slam of the day. So Jay Reed will be disqualified due to the 5th foul. Wallace will shoot 2 free throws.
We have it as a 5. Did the PA say 4?
Well, I know Coach Casey said you go on in.
I thought that was 5. We have it as 5. There's the
sub coming in.
Yeah. He's going to play. Our stats say 5. He's playing with 5.
Hurst has the basketball all the way to the bucket. Young will have it out of the corner. Shots up. Rattles around, comes out. Hurst will come with the offensive rebound. The fadeaway. Soft off the rim. Robinson with the defensive rebound. England's going to push.
Unless we're playing with 6 fouls today.
Reed unable to stop. England gets all the way to the bucket. Phoenix scoring at a very efficient pace. Very easy right now, Matt.
Yeah, that's his 9th point. There's a foul on the hardwood. Well, not hardwood, synthetic wood.
As Young tried to get to the bucket, he's blocked. Allow Young to be shooting 2 free throws. That's a 3rd team foul. This is the first. We'll have one more attempt. He's yet to score today. Jones will return to the lineup. Reed will come out. Misses both of those. They've missed their last 5 free throws.
That's why the lead only stays at 9.
England has a shot out the corner, out the wing. Young come with a defensive rebound. Conger is going to tie him up, and the possession area will go give the basketball back to the Phoenix. Again, the Bulldogs were 10 of 19 from the free throw line yesterday in the 22-point loss to Georgetown. They're trailing by 11 today. They're 7 of 14 from the free throw line.
We're halfway through the second half, and it has been a low-scoring affair for both of these teams.
Reddy has the basketball, picks up his dribble. Boyd on the right side, working against Jones. Jones will block the shot. Young's going to push. Callahan on the right wing, back to Young. Jones will create some contact. Lost the basketball going up. Robinson will come away with a turnover. Boyd will try to score up and in. Demarius Boyd give him 18. The lead is 13.
Jones was trying to create contact down there instead of making sure he got the basket, and then he lost possession of the ball. You got to finish first and then try and get that contact.
Callahan all the way to the bucket. Nice job to finish with on the left side. Gets that lead to 64-53.
You're going to start seeing Wesleyan press here, trying to slow down or force them to break down here.
Conger has the basketball working against Callahan. Got 18 on the clock. Brady, they'll switch everything up top. Brady working against Callahan over to Boyd. 8 on the clock. Fadeaway jumper. He's bumped in the lane, and Young's going to be called for the foul. Young team 6. Boyd will go line shooting 2. He's 3 of 6 today. The Phoenix are 11 of 20 as a team from the free throw line. Boyd will drop to 3 of 7. Really, both these teams, free throws, it could be a different game if these teams are making free throws. It could be a larger lead for the Phoenix. It can be a much tighter game for the Bulldogs.
That's going to put them down to 50%. Get the offensive rebound, though, like that.
Conger has the basketball on the left wing, guarded by Young.
It's only the 5th offensive rebound.
Conger will get all the way to Bucky, tries to score up, does not go. Wallace coming in. That'll be a cylinder violation. Offensive goaltending.
Yeah, you don't see offensive goaltending a whole lot, but because that ball was spinning when they went up to try and slam it down, it becomes offensive goaltending, gives the ball back to Tennessee Wesleyan.
Tell you one thing, Wallace is looking to dunk on anybody.
Absolutely. And why not? You've already been doing it all day long. It's been there. They're not trying to stop you.
Zone defense here for the Phoenix. Young has it on the right wing. Hurst had the basketball on the left. Long three-point shot, no good. Hardick tried to offense rebound, unable to do so. Robinson quickly down the floor. Over to Conger, now they will run a little offense. Closing on 8 minutes to play, 11-point lead for the Phoenix. Boyd will have it. Young will guard him. Ball's knocked away. Nice job by Callahan. Quick hands there, Matt. Very
quick hands. And one thing you want to note, this floor has seen a lot of action. It's a little bit more slippery than you might expect.
Callahan on the right corner may have been deflected by Robinson. Phoenix has the basketball now. They're starting to slow everything down, start to minimize the possession.
Use all 30 seconds. Foul. Easy one for the official right in front of them.
And that's going to be to put the Bulldogs in the bonus of the 1-1 on the 7th. That's the second person on Callahan, the 7th on the team. That's going to send Conger to line to shoot 1 in the bonus, 3 of 4 on the afternoon.
He didn't think he had that one. He thought that was going to roll off the rim, and he was getting ready to go get the board.
Yeah, I think everybody was confused if it was 2 shots or 1-1 because nobody was going after that one. It rattles in. Conger's up to 15. Give him 16. The lead is 13. Offensive struggle the last 6 minutes here for the Wesleyan Bulldogs. Young will initiate the offense up top. Gets the bucket. Callahan on the right corner. Line drive jumper doesn't go in. Boyd with a defensive rebound. He'll swing over to Conger, and Conger will take his time as Young will guard him.
Here's that pace slowing down for Cumberland.
Conger gets all the way to the bucket, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Callahan. It'll be his 3rd. Conger go back to the line, shoot 2 shots. He's 5 of 6 from the line this afternoon. Wesleyan's offensive struggles continue. Conger will make the first. Hampton will return. Callahan will check out. Conger's up to 17.
Lane violation?
Technical
Or tech,
foul.
yeah, tech.
Well, I saw Wallace coming out smiling and some people just talking. This is what happens here. It'll be on Young.
Yeah.
Peretti will shoot the free throws.
So he was talking to Wallace, and Wallace was the one smiling because he didn't talk back.
Peretti will miss the first one short. Have one more. Makes that one, makes the lead 15. Yeah, as soon as the technical was called, Wallace was smiling ear to
Walking
ear.
away.
Just
That's what
walking
you're
away.
taught. That's what you're taught to walk away.
Rattles around, comes out. Jones, what the defensive rebound, and he's going to push. Finds Runyon. His pass deflected out of bounds. Conger, I've been very impressed with his just extending that defense and closing down those passing lanes. Makes all the passes going away from the basket.
He's got 17 points, 9 assists. You think of him as an offensive weapon, but right now he's playing as a defensive weapon, stepping up, getting in the way, disrupting what the Bulldogs want to do offensively.
Got 3 steals to go along with that 17 and 9. Jones has the basketball, free throw line, jumpers up, rattles around, comes out. Conger with another rebound. He's taking over here in the second half.
He's been everything you want if you're a Phoenix faithful. He's done everything right. He's been really good. He's 3 of his last 4 from the field as well.
Only a sophomore. Peretti has the basketball top over the Boyd, guarded by Hurst, 10 on the clock.
He might pull up from here.
Gets all the way to the bucket, trying to finish, unable to do so. Ball on the floor, it's free, shot clock violation.
That's one of those rare times where you maybe don't want the shot clock violation because you almost had a breakout there with Runyon. And I don't know how, but Jay Reed is back on the floor with, I guess it's 4 personal fouls. We have it marked as 5.
That would make sense, reason why he'll still in that first half. Yeah.
So foul got marked wrong somewhere.
Reed has a basketball top over the Runyon on the left side. 3-point shots up, hits the front of the rim. Marius Boyd with another rebound. That's his 7th rebound of the afternoon, along with 18 points, 2 assists, and a steal. The Phoenix looking to win their 4th straight game of the season. Picked up an 88-78 victory over Reinhardt yesterday. Boyd on the right wing. 8 on the clock. Boyd looking to work one-on-one. Being guarded by Hampton. Fadeaway jumper. Shots up. Rattles around. Nice and soft. Give him a game-high 20 points.
Sometimes when you're hot like that, that basket looks a little bit bigger, like a hula hoop more than a rim.
Hardick over to Hampton. On the right side, he's looking to drive. Gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish. Hurst out of the left corner. Shots up. Shots good. Give Hurst 17. That's his first made 3 of the afternoon.
He is so good from the corner. One of the best areas to shoot. It's the shortest distance for a 3. And when you're over there and you have an open look like that, Hurst is going to take it. He's done it in the first half. He's doing it here in the second half. You'd like to see him have a couple more, but it's so hard to make that adjustment. So Hurst continues to make good shots just like that one.
30-second timeout. Let's keep it right here. I thought it was key on that call there, Matt. It was Hampton got to the paint. Anytime I think paint touches is always key in the sport of basketball. It's not always driving to the basket to score, but you get the ball in the paint, whether it be a pass or on a dribble, the defense has to make a decision. Are you going to rotate or not? And usually in that rotation, you have an open man like Hurst in the corner.
And that's exactly where that offense wants to run through. You almost have a pivot man in that paint, and then you're trying to get it out to Hurst as quickly as possible. When you're that efficient, it's going to create chances and open looks, because we talked about this in the first half. Hurst is able to move around and get into different spots, whether it be in the wing or the corner, even at the top of the key. He's able to get to those spots quickly, and if you can run that offense through the middle, you're going to find him in an open spot because they're going to try and double you back down low.
Conger over to Robinson. They quickly break the zone, the press. We just ticked under 5 minutes to play in this one. Bulldogs trailing by 14. Boyd gets all the way to the bucket. Reed will defend. Runyon's going to push. Hurst stops, pops, back-to-back threes. Hurst, you want to call that one a 2.
His foot was just on the line. Remember, he had another one of those back in the first. It was called a 3. That one right away was signaled as a 2.
And he gets a smaller shoe.
It was his tippy toes.
70-58. Wallace over to Boyd, back over to Conger. A 5-0 run here for the Bulldogs. Conger gets all the way to the bucket. He's nice finish at the rim. Runyon with a nice defense there, but Conger just started taking over. Got all the way to the bucket with a strong finish at the rim.
Oh, look now, Conger's got 19.
Ferretti on the turnover, has the basketball. They'll find Wallace. A lot of things had to go right for the Bulldogs this final 4 minutes to be able to have an opportunity in this ballgame. Conger has the basketball. Back over to Robinson. 10 on the clock. I doubt if he's going to give it up. Conger finds Beretti. Shots up. Rattles around, comes out. Runyon will have the basketball. Over to Reed. Reed will put down a couple of dribbles. Behind the back, gets out of the bucket. Tries to finish, unable to do so. You'll get Robinson on the hack. Reed will go to the line to shoot 2. I'm always big about time and score here, Matt. So you're down by 14, 3:33 to play. What has to happen for the Bulldogs to have a chance in this final 3:33?
Yeah, something like this needs to happen. If they miss, which Cumberland has been hot, so they haven't missed a whole lot. So you need to be strong defensively, step up, get in the face of open shots. If they miss, you have to take advantage of every miss. You have to go down and basically score on every possession here. Either match what they did or get ahead to climb back in. You're down by 14, and you can't miss free throws here late.
When do you start becoming a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end if you're Wesleyan and trying to maybe start running at some passing lanes?
If you're Wesleyan, you need to just – I don't know if it's necessarily being aggressive as much as it's just trusting your offense. It works. Maybe you only want to use 15 seconds of the shot clock as opposed to running it all the way down. But the other thing you got to keep in mind is that Cumberland is already in the bonus, so you don't have any fouls to give.
Hurst angling to the bucket, all the way to the bucket for the layup. That lead expands up to 15. Anglin is a good-looking athlete, too. He's got 9 points this afternoon. Hurst all the way to the bucket, tries to finish off the bump, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. You're going to call that on Conger. His second, team's 5th. Hurst will go to the line to shoot 2. 2 of 2 on the night. He's got 17 points, 10 rebounds, and an assist. Team high 33 minutes on the floor. Boyd with 20. Conger with 19. England with 11. And Wallace with 10. 4 Cumberland Phoenix players in double figures. England will have the basketball working against the rig. Gets all the way to the bucket. Shots up, shots good. That may be, we think, the 5th foul on Jay Reed.
I think it might be his 6th, but according to the official book down on the scores table, it is 5.
Well, they're going to call this one on Hurst.
Oh, okay, he's saved.
So I ain't going to give him 12. He's up to 13 points, and you have an opportunity to finish this one off. So it was a 2-point game at halftime.
I felt like we were going to have a really close second half, but Cumberland has come out and just been on fire offensively.
Outscored 42-27 here in the second half. It's all the way to the bucket, tries to finish Runyon, unable to do so. Wallace with another rebound. That's number 10 for him. Give him the double-double. He's had 3 alley-oop dunks and 1 other one.
Can't ask for much more on either side of the ball because a lot of those rebounds have been defensive rebounds. There's only been 5 offensive boards for Cumberland. Defensively, they have 27 boards. So you can't ask for much on either end to be able to slam down the dunk or gather the rebound on the defensive side of the ball.
So Cumberland's 235 away from winning their 4th straight game this year. Matt, what do you see the Phoenix got to do continue to be successful in the Mid-South?
That Mid-South is tough. Every year it seems like they have some of the best teams in the nation, and we've seen that here today especially. That's an easy lay-in. If you're Cumberland, though, you need to tighten up your defense here. Don't give up easy baskets. But going into the rest of the way, their conference slate is an uphill battle, but this team can handle it when you're playing as a unit. They have been doing that today. You're seeing some new faces get in. That's a prime example of it with Cooper Abner, and everything else goes with everything when you bring it all together. You got to wrap everything up in a nice basket, put a bow on top of it, and keep playing your way. You can't get discombobulated and rely on one scorer. Think about this right now. You have 4 scorers in the double digits. That is good production and spreading the love.
I also wanted to recognize DeCosta Ricks, a freshman, just checked in for the Phoenix as Hurst hits another 3. Get him 21. That's his second made 3 of the afternoon. His foot was behind the line on that one.
He made sure of it this time.
Jones has the basketball, tries to finish. Abner did a nice job defensively. Reed will try to finish. Battle for the basketball. Reed, offensive rebound, up and in. Give him 15. He has a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been good in doing it with one more foul to give.
Kickball violation, so they'll reset the shot clock. The Phoenix will be back in action on December the 7th. They'll travel to Blue Mountain. The Bulldogs will travel to Bluefield. Actually, they'll be playing Columbia next on the 7th, right?
Yeah, they're on the road a lot, and then they have what we would refer to as a bye game against Tennessee Chattanooga.
Yeah, Coach Casey, as Gabe was a part of that interview with Coach Casey and I. And a couple of years ago, Gabe was on the broadcast for the UTC and for the Chattanooga game and Tennessee Wesleyan. And he said, hey, yeah, anything you could tell me about that, Coach? Coach says, yeah, just tell them to pay us and feed us.
Yeah, anything you want to know about that game, that check better clear.
Yeah, just check. Coach Casey, and this is his first season, got hired in the summer, so unable to recruit anybody for this year's Bulldogs team. And Coach Casey is definitely the right man to lead the program here in Athens, Tennessee, a veteran coach at the high school level, the collegiate level, the prep academy, so he has a lot of connections. This Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs will be a different-looking team by the end of the season, but also the years to come.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where they build. I can only imagine that they will be a team, especially if the season goes right, where they'll be invited back here to the show. Remember, there is a wait list now, and we saw the breaking news that we're probably going to move just to men. There were 22 men's team here this year. You might see an addition of 2 more, or you're going to drop down to 20, which limits that list even more.
So minute 12, we got a timeout. Let's just keep it right here, this full timeout. As far as like an opportunity, Matt, I just want to say thank you as well. This first time I met you,
Yeah,
had opportunity to call all ball games with you yesterday, and you're very talented. You have a lot of training as far as in the play-by-play. Definitely very appreciative of all the tips you gave me last weekend.
It's been a lot of fun. This is my first time down here at the show as well, and I can't ask for much better. Put together, working with you. We worked with Walt Ferber as well. He was awesome. I don't know if you got a chance to work with him today.
I did get a chance to work with him.
He's a great guy from Evansville, Indiana. Works primarily with Oakland City, but we were over on Court B for a majority of the games. You can't ask for much better to have this put together, established, make it super easy for us. The commute, can't ask for anything more than a quick ride down the elevator, walk over, stop, get your Starbucks, and walk into the gym. Everything about this has been put together well. I think Coach French has seen in year 10 ways to improve it still, which can tell you that there's something here that is so special, and both these programs are fortunate to be here. Every team, all 30 teams, said that they were so happy to be here, be invited, and go or get accepted the invitation. And again, you just have to love everything about it.
And Kingsport wants to have it here. They do such a good job with all the accommodations. Visit Kingsport. Definitely encourage you to visit Kingsport as well. As the Phoenix looks to close things out, this will be their 4th consecutive victory. They'll be to 4-6 on the season. Now Reed can't foul, and that'll be his, we think, 5th foul. Coach Casey is talking to a player on the floor, a teammate. He's like, why didn't you foul him? Again, coaching opportunity. This is one of those things you don't know. We have somebody with 4 fouls. You got to make sure you protect your teammate a little bit. Coach Casey is building a culture here in Athens, Tennessee that I'm going to be excited to see him play at the end of the season in future years.
Also, need to give a shout-out to all the help that Oakland City brought. They brought SIDs to give us live stats for everything. The volleyball team, some other members of the Oakland City community came out, helped put this event on. One, they got a quick little vacation out here to Kingsport, but they also put in all the work here on both floors.
Over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
Right.
First shot, rattle run comes out. Jones with Hardwick will get the offensive rebound in the putback. But definitely, folks, if you guys are watching here on the Southeast Sports Network, all this, these all will be archived on the website. You can find them on YouTube. Everywhere where you're watching the program right now, they'll be archived there. And, you know, with the Southeast Sports Network, Gabe does such a good job with it, building this. And the biggest thing is with the Visit Kingsport, allowing these games to be streamed for free is such a key thing.
We heard a lot of feedback from fans watching at home that they were shocked that it was free, because last year it was a paid you had to pay to watch.
Yeah.
And if you're only paying to watch 2 games, when there's so much more action here, so to be free on multiple different locations, including YouTube, can't ask for much better than what SCSN has provided. I say that as they sign my paycheck. But it's sincere when we talk about that. It's very rare nowadays to have something so high quality be free.
I agree 110% with you, and it's such a great crew to work with throughout the weekend. England will have the basketball, find Wallace as they look to run things out. Conger will have it looking to foul. And sometimes people will say, why do you want to continue to foul here and you're up 9 points? It's a coaching situation, end of the game situation.
Well, that too, but you're down by 9 and you're a good 3-point shooting team. That's 3 possessions.
Good point.
Especially if they miss the shots here. The only difference here is it's the double bonus, so it's a guaranteed 2. Makes it 10, but you can drive, you can run your offense if you get down quick. 27 seconds is a lot of time in the game of basketball, so crazier things have happened, but yeah, you're more likely the story's been written, but you have a team that's built to quickly put on runs as that one's knocked out.
Typically, they
come. Okay. They were going to award it to Cumberland, and a quick officials change to get it to the right direction.
Typically, Cumberland, they get to the free throw line 14 times per ball game. They've been to the free throw line 33 times today and cashed in 19 times. Hampton will have it out of the corner, looking to drive, gets all the way to the bucket. Looks at the finish, he does. Give him 8, and the lead is 9.
Sorry, my B-reel went off.
I love it.
I had to be real.
I saw that one. I saw the phone go up, and I saw Gabe. We were getting on that B-reel as well. It's such a fun weekend.
You're in it. You're in it right there.
Hey, there we go. There we go. The best hair in the broadcast crew. Conger. First free throws up and good. Give him a team high 23 on the day. 23 points, 9 assists, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals. Give him 24. He's played 39 minutes, so he had not come off. Well, it may come off for just maybe a couple of seconds. He's only turned over 3 times today. Hampton gets all the way to the bucket, and he'll finish. 9.7 to go, 11-point ball game.
They'll be tight here. I don't know if you'll see a foul. They'll back off here.
England will dribble things out, and the Phoenix will pick up their 4th consecutive win of the season, move to 4-6 as they pick up an 84-75 victory. Some final comments about this ball game here, Matt.
The ball game was great. I think we can all attest to that. We've had an incredible games all weekend long, but what I want to say is just how great this tournament has been for everybody involved. You can't ask for a better situation to bring in high-quality teams, learn a lot about different units, and get ready for a national tournament field that's a lot closer than people think. Yeah, it's November, but we sleep in May.
Hey, it's December 1.
That's right. So, yeah, you're right. It is December 1st, isn't it? But everything that's gone into this to make it what it is, it has been an incredible 3 days. And for me, 15 games. We've had 30 games overall. So this has been unreal what has happened in Kingsport, Tennessee.
So for myself, for Matt, for John, Caitlin, and Gabe, we say appreciate you guys in Walt. We appreciate you guys tuning in the Southeast Sports Network and watching the show all weekend long. Signing off. Have a good evening.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in.